What's up, everybody? My name is Gardner. I go by GARDNSOUND. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Coffee Time. It is wonderful to be here on another Friday, another day that we can all hang out, come together, enjoy music, and share our common thread of enjoying music. Just having a weird morning. I had to get up a little bit earlier and go over to the post office box. Took my bird with me. Lila's here, as you can see. And it's just been kind of a weird morning. And normally I check the post office box on Wednesday, and on Fridays I just kind of get up slow and get ready to stream, and didn't get an opportunity to do that today, which isn't to say it's been a bad morning. It's just been an interesting morning. There are challenges kind of with getting around and doing things in Fayetteville, because it's kind of a small town, but it's near a big city, so there's a lot of traffic, but the roads really aren't designed to handle it. But anyway, we're here now, and you're listening to Dr. Smooth, the actual song Dr. Smooth, the remastered version from my latest EP, Dr. Smooth, which is available right here. If you are ever wondering how you can support me and how you can support the show, there are two major ways to do that. One is to go to Patreon, which is just patreon.com/GARDNSOUND, and support at any of the monthly levels that you feel comfortable. Or you can listen to my EP and buy it. Either one's fine. It really helps out the show. It really helps me grow. That extra cash that I get at the end of the month goes right back into the show. And I can do things like open a P.O. box. And I can do things like buy, I can't tell you what I bought, but I am buying, or have bought, a lot of a specific item that will be coming. And I'm going to be doing a large project with that you will find out about more next month, maybe in December. On that note, I do have a couple of announcements that I would like to make before we go anywhere. And just let me take a second here and give a shout out to people that are in the comments. Let's see here. We've got Nicholas, Philip, Liam, Citizen, Papiago. Hey, everybody. So, a couple of announcements. The first thing I want to talk about is the EP for October. So I'll just go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. I was working on, I believe I did this last week. I'm working on Whitey McWhiterson, which is the name of the next EP. And for those of you who haven't been subscribed for a long time or don't know what Whitey is a reference to, it's kind of a derogatory name that I gave myself in order to make my product more impressive, because at the heart and soul of what's going on here is just me making music. And to the outside observer, to someone who has no idea about what the channel looks like, a lot of my thumbnails look like just another Whitey McWhiterson talking to a camera, which is kind of the joke. That's the joke. That's the inside joke, is I don't want to be perceived that way. So I just decided to call myself that and have it just be a joke. So I'm working on an EP, and Whitey kind of evolved into a rap persona. He had a diss track that was, a diss track about Jake Paul a couple of months ago, and that was pretty popular in terms of just the community and the chatter involved there. So I decided to make an entire EP of rap. And I'm working on that. It's going to have features from Savan DePaul. He's a big friend of the show. And it's hoping to have another maybe hip-hop artist or two join in on the EP, but it's not done yet. I'm going to replay Dr. Smooth right here so we can just keep talking. It's telling me to buy my own EP. Basically, I need it to be perfect before I release it. So I can't release it until it's done, and it's going to take a little bit longer. So it's not going to be done by the end of October. So to my Patreon supporters, I won't have an EP to give you at the end of October. However, I will have the Whitey EP once it's done, hopefully at least in the first week of October or so. So everybody who supports me on Patreon at the level where you get my EPs for free, that'll be distributed once it's complete. And of course, everybody else who just kind of snipes the GARDNSOUND website here and buys them when they come out, that'll be hopefully the first week of October. But like I said, I need that to be perfect before I release it. So, there you go. Guillermo, we need audio on your voice is a little quieter, the music is a little loud. We need music -2 and your voice +2. Okay, but can everybody hear me? How's this? Is this better? All right. I'm going to assume this is better. I've turned the mic up and moved it a little bit closer to my face, and I've turned the music down. Just to recap, Whitey EP is going to be a little bit late. And if you'd like to help out the show, Patreon or my website here, purchasing some music. So, anyway, 2 quick words of shout-outs to give, and one is to the Discord server. If you guys would like to join the conversation, you want to go to the Discord server here. It's just called The Garden. You can access that in the description below. You can also join the conversation on the subreddit, which is right here. It's just reddit.com/r/gardensound, which is where our links for today's music have come from. So without further to talk about, I would like to go ahead and jump into some music. So today's format is going to be pretty familiar to people who have seen a live stream before. We did some announcements. Now we're going to listen to some underground and unsigned music, and works in progress in no particular order. And then we're going to do mail time, and I do have 2 packages to open. So if you want to stick around till the end when I do mail time, we'll open up some packages. All right, here we go. I'm going to close these, and we're going to I Don't Know What I'm Feeling Right Now, But, and this is by Isco. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Coffee Time, there are 2 rules. The first rule is I have to listen to the song all the way through. The second rule is I have to say something nice about the song at the very end of the song. So without talking over the track anymore, grab yourself a cup of coffee, grab yourself a beer, some water, whatever you do, and let's just listen to some tunes. Like there's a lot of a fade out here at the very end. That's hard for me to hear. I think maybe if this was compressed a little bit more at the very end so that fade out was easier to listen to, it might be more effective. I like this song. Other than this very small tail problem at the end, yeah, good piece of music. Nothing is too harsh. Nothing is competing for space in the stereo spectrum. So everything's well mixed. Good chill out track. I could see this being like a montage sort of segment. You know what I'm saying? In a sitcom or some sort of a show, right? Where some work is getting done. Maybe we're lamenting the end of a relationship. You know, it kind of reminds me of that sort of vibe. But yeah, Good piece of music. This would be something. It's good. It's good background music. Yeah. All right, let's move on. So we've got Hostile Radicals, and this is by Oswaldo Godoy. Yeah. Wait a minute. I just took a listen. I just took a look at the description here. If this is a blank Banshee track, I'll probably get flagged here. Let me listen to this. I have no idea what this is, but I like it so far. Let's listen to it.
Try me. I'll make your night a long hell. You try me. I'll pull the cardboard out to incite what you put on the master. You didn't have to make it such a thing. You didn't have to pull up your bags. You didn't have to make it such a big deal. Now, oh, you made me go mad. Try me. I'll make your night a long hell. Sorry. I pulled the cardboard out and it comes up. It's blowing, it's coming, but you didn't have to make it such a big deal. You didn't have to pull up your bag. You didn't have to make it such a big deal. Now, oh, you made me go mad. You didn't have to make it such a big deal. You didn't have to pull up your badge. You didn't have to make it such a big deal. Now, God, you made me go mad. Here comes the cockroach. Another day. Another promise that you let get away. Another cockroach. Another day. Another needle division of the
Nice. Yeah, so I think as Papiago said in the comments there, yeah, it sounds like David Byrne from Talking Heads. Interesting stuff here. I could feel that it was like about to go into the next track too. Like I could feel that there was a tail out into the next track. So I might have to listen to this whole thing later. That's cool. Yeah, it's nice. I was gonna comment at first that the vocals were a little bit too abrasive. You know what I'm saying? Just that they didn't really flow with the rest of the track. But then as we continued to listen to the track, I noticed them less and less. So it's definitely a stylistic choice, not necessarily someone, you know, this. I think this particular artist would definitely be aware of their choice of vocal techniques. That's what I mean, is that it sounds purposeful. I thought at first it was an accident, but as I continued to listen, I was like, no, this is definitely on purpose. Super cool. Let's move on. I'm gonna come back to this one later. I gotta listen to the rest of this album, Shinjuku Mad. It's pretty cool. All right, amazing landscape, but my vision is blurred, shaking my head. You know what, Isco? I think this is your second track, but we're going to make an exception because that last one was so good. So here's another one by Isco. Very quiet introduction. I like how well this track goes back and forth between really active sessions and really like chilled out segments. It's nice. So Isco, with this track and also with your last track, there's a whole bunch of live streaming channels out there like Ryan Celsius Sounds and just, you know, lo-fi hip-hop stations on YouTube that would love to play this kind of thing. I strongly suggest that you submit to several of those. It's a great way to get your name out there. Am I the only one that eats pizza for coffee time? You might actually be the only one who eats pizza for coffee time, Philip. That's it's not called pizza time. Yo, we should do a special edition of coffee time where everybody eats pizza and we should call it pizza time. Oh, that's a great idea. It's a great idea. All right, Isco, long tail. Again, you got to bring up that tail if you want it to be more present here. But yeah, otherwise, like I said, submit this to some of the lo-fi radio stations on YouTube. They'd like to hear it. Cool. I like the artwork too. Kind of terrifying, but also kind of peaceful. It's great. All right. This is XNS by Vape. Hold on, let me try that again. Vape. You know, like with the echo, you know, like the suck meme. All right, here we go. I think it's the reversed guitar chords that make me think of this, but for some reason now I have a strong urge to play Fallout New Vegas. That was really cool. I like the toms, the doom doom doom, that kind of slip in there and fit nicely in with the beat. They happen like right about here. Like, listen. Yeah, those are cool. Those are really cool. I like that. I'm gonna have to try that out. Thanks for submitting. All right, time to listen to some Philip Hellset, our boy from the north. Here we go.
Hey, yo, let's go. Hey, yo, let's go.
Oh, MC Philip.
Hvis du vill vara den bästa i världen, följ mina enkla trick. Först, dottermacka, spis en double cheese. Du drar till du.
What is that second layer? That higher pitched vocal? Yes, that high pitched vocal man. Lila likes this. Yeah. 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 Nice. Nice. It made Lila cheer up and chirp and laugh. That was nice. Cool. Philip, man, I'd like to see what you could do sometime. Like, you know, if you got like involved with a professional studio and you were like, listen, we're gonna make a track. It's gonna be crazy. And then you had like, you know, like someone sit down and you get the actual drum set and you get, you know, the reverb, the lexicon, you know, going and people are going for it. That'd be awesome. I'd like to hear that. Just what would happen, you know, if we threw you into like Abbey Road or something. Anyway, let's move on. Machiavode, October sample contest entry. Okay, for those of you who do not know, I've decided to randomize things a little bit, so we're gonna get some here and there. I'm having a sample contest. Entry details are in the description down below. Basically, someone sent me a dildo in the mail for mail time one week, so I decided to make a joke out of it, and I threw it against things and hit things with it, and made a bunch of samples. And then I released one of those samples for free, and I said, hey, make a song, and if I like it, I'll put you on the Whitey EP. So here's what we got. This is Machiavode. I think this is your second time submitting, so this is a newer, updated version, so I'm excited to hear this. So let's listen. Oh, this is so dark. Hitting me right in the 9 Inch Nails. This version has less dildo. What is this at the very end? So, I have a question though. Like, where was the sample? Like, was it the kick drum? Like, have you made a kick drum out of the sample? I kind of miss the slappy. I kind of miss the slappy noise of the suction cup hitting the floor. You know, from the last submission. That was a good snare. Maybe put that back in. I don't know. I gotta say, I like the last one a little bit better. But this was okay. That reprise at the end was hilarious. Just like all of a sudden. You know, we've had like a minute and 40 seconds of just like some angry machine, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know what? So all right, I like that part. Cool. Thanks for submitting. Don't forget, if you would like to submit, details are in the description down below. Machiavode, this is not your final submission. Remember that the final submissions have to be emailed to me. That is just gwbeeson@gmail.com with the subject line contest entry October or something like that. I can't remember. The details are in the description down below. That's why I write them down, because I can't remember all this. All right, let's move on. Actually, before we move on, I need to take a quick bathroom break. So I'm going to put on something from Best of 365, and I will be back in a few minutes. Let's see here. We're going to listen to... we're going to listen to Chill Matthews. I like that one. No. Let's listen to Techno Work in Progress, track number 11. If the website would load up, come on. Does not look good, Gardner. Does not look good. Killing me. There we go. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, full disclosure, I've been back for a second, but I just can't interrupt that drop. It's like one of my favorite drops I've ever written. Okay. Love that song. Okay, here we go. Back to the noise. So we just got done with Machiavode the Machine over here for the sample contest entry for October. Went over the details for that. We're about to go to Demons by Aligned. So let's listen to this. That was good. I like the treatment of the piano. It's not too much reverb, you know what I'm saying? But it's also not like slamming in your face crunched either. Like, listen to this. It's obviously, you know, high passed and a little teeny bit low passed on the very tippy top, just so you get that blown out speaker kind of sound. But it's not too much. No, it's effective. There is one editing mistake I want to talk about, and actually, I think the kicks are fine. I think for this track in particular, you don't want a huge kick. It's nice that it's subdued because the whole track itself is subdued. But there was an editing mistake I think I heard. Okay, yeah, do you hear that? Listen. Right, so that is, if you're using Ableton, that is the result of not having a fade set on the end of a sample. It just clips the audio, so you hear kind of a weird clicky, kind of clippy sound here. And you think, yeah, nobody will notice that, but I noticed it. And I guarantee people are subconsciously aware of things like that because it just doesn't fit with the rest of the sounds in the track. Like Mr. Bill can get away with something like that because a lot of his music is glitchy and poppy. So you're like, oh yeah, it's part of the song. But see, since this thing is so long and there's so many reverbs and tails and extended hyperbolic kind of sections, sorry, not hyperbolic, hypermetric sections, that noise is just so out of place that's why I noticed it. So take a look at that. Other than that, great track. You continue to improve every time you submit something. So again, I'm impressed. Keep submitting. I didn't even have time to introduce it. It just played. Let's listen to this again. This is pretty cool. Very cool. This is James Rogers. He's part of the Discord server. I love it when he submits things. He's always doing something for either video games or YouTube channels or whatever. And this is seriously cool. All samples in this, besides the chords and the plucky sounds, come from Super Audio Cart, specifically the Genesis section. Super Audio Cart. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, the bass is super cool. I was gonna say it reminds me of the boss the boss music from the original Sonic the Hedgehog. It starts off with ding dong ding dong ding dong. It's that same kind of bass noise. Yeah, nice. Thanks, James. I got nothing negative to say about this. This is a great introduction. If we compressed it a lot, and really got it in your face along with some smooth animations, that'd be super cool. But yeah, sick. Thank you. JTB, Stressed to the Max demo. All right, let's listen to it.
Yeah. Too much been on my mind recently. Never thought myself capable to speak. I have to do a lot of things I thought I wouldn't do, but that's life, isn't it? Blink. It all hit me too fast. The friend zone backlash set when Alexio crashed. My soul was not ready for that. Too late now, forget her. Move on, they say. I can't. I never felt this way. I miss her as I'm writing this. Too bad she likes to sack, so you better think quick. Nah. DM her the stuff that's going on in your head. She's done with you, you might as well be dead. Too much been on my mind recently. Too much been on my mind recently. Yeah. Now my parents are involved with it. Every single thing I do, now they track it up. Never been more disgusted with my dad, yet mom has no room to talk, yeah. So it's been a while since they broke up. Yeah, it was a choke up. Now I thought it was me. No, why would it be me? I don't know. Maybe every time they've yelled at me. I stare into my shadow sometimes, looking with my own eyes. What could have been? Then I shake all those thoughts up my head. Hit my noggin, think straight, Zed head. Guess that's how we all brainstorm sometimes. We wish we had them good times. Too much been on my mind recently. Too much been on my mind recently.
Wow. Those are some deep lyrics, man. That's some powerful stuff right there. Shoot. So yeah, man. To repost this. So basically, I don't have any suggestions mix wise. I just think maybe trying a different effect on your vocals other than the 3-inch speaker kind of sound, you know what I'm saying? And it would be nice to use that as an effect in the song. If you think about it, think about the song, what was the Gorillaz song? Featuring Pop Can. Help me out here. Saturn's Bars. So if you think about that song, Damon's vocals, he only uses that weird 3-inch speaker kind of sound when he's doing the sing section where he's like, with a hologram beside me, something like that. That's when he's got the effect on there. But the rest of it, you know, he's like, I'm in a staking bar, I got debts. Not so much, right? It's not quite as heavy. So use that maybe. Too much been on my mind recently. Maybe that's the only part that gets that effect, and the rest of it is all passed. So you get the whole spectrum of your vocals. It'd be a lot easier to understand what you were saying, which I think is important because the lyrics are so good. But yeah, this is seriously cool. Oh, for those of you guys who don't know, I met this guy at what was it? Austin City Limits. I went to a music festival in Texas, and this guy showed up, and we met up, and it was cool. So it was nice to meet some of the garden out there. I met a fellow smoocher out there in real life. That was really cool. And we saw the Gorillaz together. We watched the same concert. It was freaking cool. Okay, this is HWLS2.wave, and this file cannot be previewed. So this better not be a virus. Download and save to Dropbox. No thanks. Here we go. If my computer just shuts down, you'll all know what happened. Think you all can hear that. You know what's funny? I just realized I have this on repeat, and I just totally didn't realize it, so we're listening to it again. It was just so good. I was like, all right, we'll just let it play again, I guess. So here's the thing. I have no idea who submitted this unless I go back and look at Discord, so I'm going to do that right now. See here. Oh, this is Shannon. Okay. From Discord. Yeah, this is super cool. Cool. Yeah, no, I think what we need there, and this is something that I've had Bill tell me before, certain sounds in there sound too much like a synthesizer, and it would be nice if they were a bit more crunchy, but not too much, just a teeny bit of edge on things, just a little bit of saturation maybe if you bust everything into the same channel and then apply a little bit of saturation to make those peaks a little bit more choppy. But yeah, no, that's cool. Thank you for submitting. Let's continue on here. Hollow by Seroquel. Here we go. Ooh, I love that bass. Is that a socket wrench? Cool sound. Yeah, I love that bass. Every time it comes in, I'm like, yeah. That's cool. I like the ambient sounds too. It almost sounds like some of the ice effects that you get from Deets Beats, which is a really cool sample pack that one of our subscribers, one of us smoochers, has created. Didn't intend to give Deets Beats a plug, but now that I've mentioned it, if you want to get some really cool samples for an amazing price, go to deetsbeats.bandcamp.com. You get some really cool samples out of that dude. Does some amazing work. All right. Seroquel, let's see here. When was this posted? 3 months ago? So I was going to say this is a much better mix than the last thing you submitted, for damn sure. Yeah, so good work on the mix with this track. Continue the good work. And I really love where the bass comes in right up here with that weird octave leap. Here, check this out again. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, man. That's cool. All right. Well, let's move on here. Twist Halfways. This is by Vape. You know what? And I let somebody else, I let Isco do 2, and this is Vape's second song technically, so let's just do it anyway. And it's like once you break a rule, you can't really go back. But hey, for future reference, everybody, please just one song per coffee time. Cool. I like that too. Twist halfways. Again, the same thing I told Isco. Like, this is music that would really go well on some of the lo-fi radio stations on YouTube. I suggest that you submit to some of them. Again, it's a great way to get your name out there. Check that out. Check that out. All right. Looks like we got one left. This is Across Lands by Colorant, who has submitted before. So that's pretty cool. Let's listen to it. Holy crap, this track is awesome. Yeah. This is Colorant on Cliff. Everybody go follow this guy. I keep wanting a halftime breakdown. Like, this song needs a halftime breakdown. There it is. Okay, all right, Colorant, listen. So, I don't, all right, I'm gonna say this, I'm not, without gushing, I don't normally listen to 10-minute songs. I just don't, okay? So you get that from me, okay? That's the nice thing I'm gonna say about this. You totally blew it, dude, on this one part. Listen, this song is great, okay? So take this with a grain of salt, but listen to this. That part needs to happen 4 minutes earlier, okay? The build up to this is perfect. This is great right here. This is all great. I'll turn it down a bit so we can hear my voice over top of it. This is all great. Don't get me wrong. This is all great. It keeps building. It keeps building. And then it's such a letdown. Like, that's what I'm saying. Skip all this in the middle right here. Skip all this. You need to cut the track right at the end of this build-up and put in this section right here. That needs to happen at the end of the build-up, okay? And then you can go to like a fade-out with the 4 on the floor kicks back to the... You can do that again, but you need this halftime section at the end of that build-up. That is, it'd be such a mind-blowing track if it did that, because my brain was just craving that, and it's at the very end, which is great. But here's the thing: no one's gonna stick around for 9 minutes and 10 seconds to get to that part, and that part is so good, you gotta put it earlier. That's what I'm saying. Otherwise, hey, great track. Thank you for submitting. I've had too much coffee. Let's do some mail time. Heck yeah. All right. So, anyway, let's check this out. So here we go. We got 2 packages to look at. All right. One of these, actually, I ordered myself, so I know what's in this box. But I don't know what's in this. So, I'm going to turn off my gate on my mic so everybody can hear me here. There we go. Gate off. Okay. Let's see what this is. Good news. It's not a dildo. Who sent me a can opener? Oh man. All right, so someone must have been watching my episode where I did what I was doing was the how to make tacos like Tycho, and I had a really shitty can opener. So someone sent me a new can opener. Look at it. Look, here you go, everybody. Hold on a second. Let me full screen this. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Someone sent me a can opener. That's pretty good. All right, nice. We got a can opener here. I'm going to use this today. Guarantee it. Thank you very much. Woo! All right. Does it come with a note? Is there a note in here? Hold on. There might be a note in here. Team Beckman believes everyone needs a working can opener. Thank you very much. Love it. Thank you so much. Nice. Yeah. All right. We got a second box here. I'm going to need my box cutter for this. Lila, where are you going? It's just a box. It's okay. Come here. Come here, baby. Hey, it's just a box. Scissors. It's Christmas every Friday here at Garden Sound Studios. Here we go. Don't ever cut toward yourself. I think I know what this one is. Oh yeah. I swear to God I work out. I can't open the box. Lila's scared. Lila's freaked out. There we go. Alright. Bubble wrap. No, I'm just kidding. Lila's out of here. Yeah, okay. So, this is not a joke. I had someone dare me, more or less, to try and mix a song on really crappy speakers. So I bought some Hot Wheels speakers. Nice. They smell like cigarettes. Perfect. Off of eBay. These are actual computer speakers that are branded by Hot Wheels, which is a toy company here in the United States, for those of you who are not lucky enough to know what Hot Wheels is. So I will be making a song and trying to mix and master it on these in an upcoming episode. Hot Wheels computer speakers. Yes, sir. High quality production here on Garden Sound. That's right. Only the highest quality. And it's going to be a good song, too. Just watch. You just watch. Lila, you want to come back over here? Hold on a second. Come here, baby. Come here. Well, everybody, from me and Lila, that is going to be it for coffee time today. Thank you for tuning in. I had a wonderful time. I really appreciate all of you tuning in to this crazy stream. Up. Good bird. Really appreciate all you joining me. It's kind of a ragtag thing, and I love doing it, and thank you for supporting me. And if anybody has any questions whatsoever, leave me a comment, click the like button, and join us on Discord. I'm usually on there after work at least. So without any further waiting around, have a nice Friday. Be good to each other. Write some music.